Good morning, this is Matt from alphamatfitness.com coming at you with another video. Currently on my way to work, and I just kind of wanted to put together a video, as I always do, about another topic which has been on my mind. It's funny how it happens that way. I'm just kind of like in the shower in the morning, getting dressed, going about my day, and then these topics just come in my head. And anyways, the topic that I kind of wanted to touch on today is about pacing yourself. Now, the title of this video is "You Should Pace Yourself," or pace. I'm not sure I'm gonna call it. Yeah, pace yourself. But the point is, the turtle always wins the race. Now, that's a little bit of an extreme example. You've all heard of the story about the turtle and the hare. Kind of as a classic story for myself growing up, even. It was actually a really good story, and it had a lot of life values and lessons in that story, baked into that story. Essentially, if you haven't heard of the story, you might have been living in a cave, but I'll do my best to kind of tell you what the story is about. The Tortoise and the Hare is basically a story essentially about a turtle and a race. Okay, a turtle and a race, and a rabbit. So the race starts off, right, and the turtle starts going at his speed, right, a steady yet slow to moderate speed. He's going ahead. The rabbit just blasts by him so quick, right? All of a sudden he gets distracted by something on the side of the road. He stops and he does something, right? He has a nap. He picks something up, he plays a game, he basically just screws around as long as he can, while the tortoise is essentially continuing to move, right? And at the end of the story, what happens is the tortoise wins the race, actually, and the rabbit loses, right? And this may seem a little strange to people because, well, how is that even possible? The fucking guy texting and driving, jeez. The tortoise, although is much slower than the rabbit, he has the ability to go the distance and endure through those long distances at a steady yet moderate pace, but consistent. Whereas the rabbit, although very, very eager and very, very, for lack of better words, full of himself with his own speed, gets distracted and ends up losing the race due to his own distractions. The rabbit becomes his own worst enemy, and this is a story and lesson which can be very easily, applied to fitness, for example. If you're currently trying to lose fat, build muscle, time and consistency is on your side. You see a lot of people, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of people, it's not just me, who get into a fitness routine, balls to the walls, ass to the grass, fucking giving it everything they got with so much passion and energy, and that's great. A lot of these people haven't worked out for years in some cases, and they just basically hit the ground with a speed that is like absolutely insane, right? They're like pushing it really, really hard, right? And what happens? They may lose 2-3 pounds a week. They cut their diet, they cut down their calories drastic. They cut their calories down to 1,000 calories a day or something. They hit the gym every single day until they're sore and they're dying, and what happens? What do you think happens? They burn out, right? They burn out, and they burn out quick. They may make some progress in this first few months, but the problem is they spent themselves too quickly, and they did not give themselves enough time and opportunity to not only adjust to the new pattern in their lifestyle, but to also learn habits which are good for the long term. Now, not everyone may like to hear this, but it takes time to build good habits and good behavioral patterns, especially when it comes to how you view food, how you view exercise, and then integrating that into your life, right? Those are very, very, very important key aspects of building long-term adherence to a fitness and nutritional program, right? So when you jump in hardcore and you see a lot of these people, New Year's resolution, for example, is probably the one which comes to mind easiest for me. People hit the ground running hard because they essentially feel in their mind that it's time to make a change, and what's better way to do that than make a clean cut. But there's problems with that, and I'll actually go on that to the next video. But the main problem with that is that in their mind, exercise and fitness is almost like a sort of a punishment for them mistreating their bodies for the last X number of years or months or whatever it may be. So they can create these cutoff dates, almost like, well, I'm going to enjoy myself the next few days. I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to splurge on as much candy and chocolate and cake and fast food as I can get my hands on. And then I'm going to start, right? And people do this not only on New Year's Eve, not only New Year's resolutions, but also, how many times have you heard, I'm going to start on Monday? You know, why not start midweek? Why not start today? Why wait till Monday? What's the point of doing that? And it all comes down to excuses, right? But since I'm leading a little bit off topic here, remember, when health and fitness, slow and steady always wins a race. Slowly and steadily you lose those 1 to 2 pounds a week. Slowly and steadily gain that, quarter of a pound to half a pound of muscle per week, or even less, the more seasoned of a weightlifter you are, right? Learn to build those habits on a day-to-day basis and think long-term. The tortoise he didn't think about just getting to the next sprint and, getting distracted by something and having a nap. The turtle had the ability to go the distance. Now, although he did not go super, super fast the entire way, crazy sprints, in the end, he made it to his destination, whereas the rabbit lost. The rabbit didn't make it to the destination, he lost. So this is a very important life lesson and a very important life lesson for fitness. Remember, guys, don't burn yourself out. Take it easy. Build your way up, and then you will build those habits which will take you to your ultimate goal long term. Before I sign off, I just want to give you my personal story on that real quick. It'll take about a minute. I've always lost significant amounts of body fat, getting down to pretty low levels, not that low where I'm actually have abs, which is my plan now, to get as lean as I can. But my plan now is more of a long-term, realistic approach. Okay, so I would always get down and I'd really rush hard to get down to 160, 165 pounds, or whatever it was, and I still wasn't ripped because I didn't have a muscle mass at those weights. And I would just give up, right? So I would go on these sprints for like a few months and then lose all this weight and then just kind of like fall off, right? Whereas what I should have been thinking about was reaching that destination as quick as I could, obviously, but not burning myself out, building those long-term habits which would help me adhere to a long life of health and fitness. And eventually, I would achieve the body I got. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm losing the body fat. I'm down around 13% body fat. Abdominal definition is starting to come in. Definitely not ripped. Definitely no six-pack. A four-pack is just starting to come in, but the fat is still too thick. I'm just going to have faith and just keep going with it and just keep running with it. And I don't care if it takes a year. I don't care if it takes 2 years. The fact of the matter is, be the tortoise. Be the tortoise. And that's my advice to you guys. Be the tortoise. The hare, although may look really good, people like that will burn themselves out quick and they'll just fall off and they'll have to start all over again. Whereas if you were the tortoise, you would have kept going the whole way, and you'll get there and you'll stay there, and then those results will be, you'll appreciate those results, and those results will be more maintainable for yourself. Alright, this is Matt, alphamadfitness.com, signing off. Sign, like, subscribe. Any comments below, and if you feel you have a similar experience with this or you have something to add for it, please add it in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks.